Hi guys, Monica here. Video chat, as if you didn't know that. You clicked on the, oh man. Um, I think maybe I'm just going to leave bloopers in. I guess it makes them more entertaining. Speaking of entertaining, I went swimming for the first time since the holidays um, on, what's today? Wednesday? On Monday. And my hair, obviously, if you have seen me before, you know I really like short hair, but I'm trying to save money. And so the easiest way to do that is go to the hairdresser maybe once every 2-3 months. Because isn't getting your hair done super expensive? I mean, guys get off so cheap, but why is it that women always have to pay more? Anyway, I have a good hairdresser. I really like what she's doing with my hair, and told her I wanted to let it grow out. So we're kind of going with this whole, it's not a Kate Winslet look, but got this kind of quirky type of long bangs here. So when I went swimming, normally with my short hair, it's great. You know, I have just a little bit of, it's cropped and there's no, nothing, but it was like being an English sheepdog. Seriously. I'd come up out of the water and I couldn't see. When I was swimming, it was in my face. And I'm like, I'm practically blind in the swimming pool anyway. I can't see, which is why I refuse to share lanes with people, because I always hit other people. They say, I'll tell them, okay, you know, I have a bad back and I can't see well. And they're like, oh, well, we won't hit you. And I'm like, I'm not worried about you hitting me. I'm worried about running into you, because when you have a big whale coming at you, you do not want to get hit by the whale. And trust me, my arms, they're like, I don't know, they're just really powerful hits. So that's kind of my whole shaggy dog experience in the pool. There goes Dog. You actually saw part of her butt. Let's see, what else is happening? Yeah, I'm sure you guys have seen part of the slow cover reveal for Kismet. It's coming out less than 2 weeks now, on the 18th of January. So I'm dealing with that. I am busy doing edits with, what is it, Assassin's Honor. I've got so many going on right now. So that's like, I think I'm like 2/3, 3/4 of the way through with that. So it's only like kind of reconstructing some of the personality of the characters so that they're not quite so obnoxious. A lot of people didn't like Emma because she was a little bit whiny, a little bit overreactive, a little bit of a, I don't know, a whack job. So I'm trying to fix that. Actually, I think I'm doing a pretty good job. I'm kind of pulling back, kind of toning it down, you know, like bring it down a little bit. Oh, college. I posted, I think, a comment about college costing, you know, the amount of a small starter home. Well, not really small, but you know, $160,000 is a lot of money. And I've been going back and forth with Baby about my not wanting to spend that much money, because I'll be paying on her college bills until I'm 90. So I would really prefer not to do that. But I decided, okay, I'm going to do some research on my own. So I do a search for the Culinary Institute of America, and I get this page that Google gives me, and it doesn't tell me jack. I click on admissions and it takes me right to this form that says, fill out your name and we'll get in touch. And I'm like, well, she's already been in touch. I'm the parent. I want some information. So finally I had to reduce. So then, oh, this is really good. Where's that phone number? It's an 800 number. And it tells you to call 800 Culinary. Well, guess what? Culinary is Culinary. That's 8 numbers or 8 letters, right? Well, there's only 7 numbers in a phone. number. So I'm like, okay, so am I going to use the last letter or am I going to use the next to last letter? Well, I tried the next to last letter and those numbers all jived and I got through to them. But I'm like, seriously? You couldn't like, anyway. So I talked to the people at admissions. First off, they were like, well, has she been accepted? I'm like, no. She's applied and she's convinced she's getting in, which I really think she will. I mean, even with slightly poor grades, she's doing really well this year. I mean, she's like, I think she's got like a 4.0 at this point, which is wow. If she'd been doing this since middle school and freshman year in high school, there'd be plenty of scholarships coming in. So, but that's not it. But she has been really good about finding really cool type of sponsorships or scholarships. So, but she is like, I want to go. And I'm thinking, okay, I get that. I was your age. I wanted to go, but my parents couldn't afford it. And she's like, well, it's like on a loan. So then she comes in the other day and says, I was wrong about the money. It's only $100,000. And I'm like, whoa, that's still too much money. So I have been trying to suggest that she go to community college. And she's very adamant that no, she didn't want to do that. And she can't stay here. I just can't live here, Mom. And I'm like, okay, I get that. So I decided to call the college and got through. And I asked questions I've been asking her all along that she really couldn't give me answers to. I don't think it was because she didn't want to give me the answers. I think she was afraid to ask the questions because she was then going to have to give me the answers, which would be ammunition blocking her ability to go to this college. So I got through to the admissions and through the financial aid people, and I feel a little bit more comfortable about their program, and I think it probably will be a better program, but that's something I've been dealing with all week because she gets really upset with me. Your kids get upset with you? Seriously? It's being a parent, I know, but it's just sort of like they think you're out to get them. So, what else? My blog. I don't know if you've been there, but I'm starting to put out some really kind of interesting things. They're not huge or long or anything. The other day I did a blog about George Clooney. I forgot his picture. Okay, forgive me. But about how he had done an interview a while back and talking about working with people and how some people in the industry are not necessarily, compatible with his particular values. And I kind of likened that to how things are in the publishing world, and whether it's authors or publishers or editors or whatever. Overall, the romance industry has some of the greatest women I've ever met. But with every bushel of great apples, you're going to have some bad apples who have worms crawling out of the holes in their apples. And so in my blog, I referred to them as the prima donnas and the jugular bitches. So if you get a chance, pop over. You might find it entertaining. Then again, you might be completely bored. And if you're completely bored, then just don't go back. So right now I'm at 9 minutes. Hey, track record at this point. I think that's all I have to say today. Aren't you glad? Audiobooks. In the comments, do me a favor. Tell me how many of you actually listen to audiobooks. Lou, don't answer. I already know you love audiobooks. I really am curious because they say that audiobooks are going to be breaking out this year, and I really want to do them, but they're expensive as hell. You have to pay for the narrator, and they have different packages that you can do, but it's still an expensive prospect, and I'm always leery of trying new things when it's going to cost me an arm and a leg. So I'd really be interested. I'm really interested in hearing whether or not you use audiobooks, whether or not you're interested, what you think the advantages to them are, and how many you buy on a regular basis. So be sure to answer in the comments, and until next week, see you.